Hello, everybody. Gee, let's get into it. First, I hope you all had a great day today. Happy Monday, going on Tuesday tomorrow morning. Yeehaw. So, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. All right, this girl, she's unbelievable. She did her interview at San Francisco State, and then her and Ken did their little, let's visit San Francisco and let's do some touring tourist. I'm sorry, I got a hair, man. I don't know how to get it out. Ugh. Anyway, so she's doing that, and she doesn't look pregnant in the suit she was wearing, the skirt suit she was wearing, and people were commenting, "Oh, is she really pregnant? What's going on?" Blah blah blah. And then TMC catches up with her and Ken at the airport because Gypsy has to do a live, right? Ken looks pissed off. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, which I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be around her either. But he looks like he's pissed off. The guy asks, "Do you know anything about the Mendez brothers?" And you're trying to do prison reforms and all this other stuff. And she's like, "Well, I'm really not educated enough to talk about this." And then Ken comes in, "We really aren't educated enough to know about this case," and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, well, excuse me, we're just asking. The airport interview was really stupid because first off, it was really noisy. It was hard to understand what she was saying. He had the mic in his hand and he didn't have it close to her mouth, so you couldn't barely hear what she was saying. It was just noisy as hell. And and then while they're waiting to board the plane and all that, she's doing her live, her and Ken, and they're lovey-dovey, smoochy, and fans come up and, "Can we take a picture with you?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure," blah blah blah, blah blah blah. That's all it is with Gypsy, is a blah blah blah. Okay, so I don't know, y'all. I mean, I know I've said this before. I think maybe in my last video that I did about her. She and the baby are getting all this free stuff from all these companies. Where's Ken's stuff? Didn't he get anything free? He is the father, right? Supposedly. I don't know. This whole Gypsy situation, it's just really boring. Because if you ask her a question, she's going to lie to you. She's not going to tell you the truth about anything, that happened. And I'm not really sure why. TMZ asked her about, the Mendez brothers, or Menendez brothers. Sorry, blah blah blah. Brain freeze. I took a pain pill today because I'm in excruciating pain. And I plan on going to bed after this uploads onto YouTube. So I think they asked that question because she killed her mom and blamed Nick Godejohn, a disabled individual with low IQ and the mentality of maybe a 15 or 16-year-old boy. And she prepped him for 2.5, 3 years on how to do everything. And he tried to talk her out of it. It's all in the texts and everything. If you look it up, if I can find all the texts, I'll put them in the description below. I'm not really sure if I'll be able to find all the texts, but I'll look them up, look all of the texts up, and I'll try to upload it for you guys. This is some crazy stuff. And if she doesn't go back to prison, for mailing the weapon and the gloves, or a glove, to Wisconsin from Missouri, because that's going over state lines. You're using the federal government, the U.S. Postal Service, to mail this weapon across state lines, man. That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Plus, Nick hasn't had a fair trial as of yet. I just don't understand. I mean, they got their patsy. They got a fall guy for, off and Didi. But I think he came in on the 10th of June, 2015. He may have stabbed her 4 to 6, 8 times, whatever, but no blood came out of any of her wounds, because there was no blood on him, just a few splatters, and that could have been from when he cut himself. I just can't believe that the jury made a decision to put him away for life and her only get 10 years, which she did 8.5 years of it. I don't know why people keep saying she did 7.5. She did 8.5 years, because her parole is up in June of 2025, which is what, 14.5 months left. God, what else? You can't tell me she's not profiting off her mom's death, because she's written 2 books already, audiobooks and regular books. Everybody, like The Act and Mommy Dead and Dearest and all the other documentary stuff that's come out about her and her mom, are the words of Gypsy. Because everybody that, the journalists have been talking to, said that Dee Dee was a nice woman. She'd give you the shirt off her back. You needed something to eat, she'd give you a loaf of bread, a jug of water. She was a nice person. She did illegal stuff. She did not deserve to die in the manner in which she died. I'm sorry, that's just not right. And here everybody is celebrating Gypsy, inviting her here, inviting her there. She also did a promotion on her new book, which is coming out in December. I can't believe that people are just giving this woman a voice. She should be shut down, completely down, cut off. She should be repaying everybody that she got money from, or that girl, the singer, the country singer that gave her money. She should pay her back. She should pay back for the house, for the trips, because Gypsy and her mom took away from children that could have easily gone to Disney World or gone on a cruise, to see whales and dolphins and stuff. She needs to pay that money back. She should not be getting any money anyway. I'm sorry, but she's doing it. She's getting it. And I believe that Christy's helping her, opening an account here and there and everywhere, for her to, when she does get off of parole, she'll be able to have all that money. And I'm sure Chrissy's going to get a whole lot of that money too. And if Gypsy does go back to prison, who do you think is going to take care of that baby? Do you think Ken's going to do it? Maybe Ken's mom. But I think Christy wants the baby as well. I think she wants anything and everything to do with Ken right now, Christy. Because from what I understand, Ken is living in their house now with Gypsy. What are they going to do? Give her the master bedroom? Come on now, y'all. This is all bullshit. And, oops, shit, sorry. Don't want my cord getting wet. All this is just utter ridiculous. I mean, people are giving this woman a voice to stand on, and she shouldn't have anything. She's, inmates that went to prison with her said, oh, she denied all the help that she could have gotten in prison. And she comes out, oh, well, yes, they did offer but it wasn't what I needed because they wouldn't go that deep. Girl, if you just would have taken, the the psychological therapy, they would have helped you no matter what. They would have tried to help you. You talk, and they listen. They give you advice or whatever. It took her, I think, 5 years, I think she said, to get her high school diploma. Wow. Just wow. Oh my God, I just can't believe this girl, this woman, whatever you want to call her. I can't believe it. And everybody just keeps on watching her videos and puts more money into her bank account with each live that she does. And she gets some pretty nice, gifts. And I mean, some of these things cost a few $100s, and they're just giving her this money. You notice Ken isn't doing any more lives with her. I don't know if she told him to shut up or whatever. I'm sure he got a scalding after, the interview with TMZ at the airport because, he spoke up and he sounded like he was pissed off at the questions that TMZ was asking. I don't know, y'all. It's just really crazy to me. All of it, every aspect of this girl's life, it's ridiculous. It's downright ridiculous. And I mean, I don't make a whole lot of money, okay? I make a little over $1,000 a month, all right? And that could be taken away at any time because the government says, oh, we don't have the money to do this anymore. Well, I worked from age 14 till I was like 47, 48 years old. So I worked basically my whole life. And I put into the system. I put in my income tax. I put in my all this for when I retired or whatever to be able to rely on that check at the end of or the beginning of the month. And you tell me that all my friends and everybody else that's worked for this country or worked in this country aren't going to be able to get paid because you're giving billions of dollars to, illegals coming over the border. You're giving them houses and cars and businesses and everything, money, everything. But us Americans, we get shit. We're going to be done with. And with the election, I really don't see Donald Trump winning. I think that the dark government's going to come up and give it to Kamala. And when that happens, folks, we are going to be in major trouble. I mean, we're already in trouble. Russia's already got 4 or 5 ships out in the Atlantic Ocean ready to nuke us at any time now. All Biden has to do is just slip up one time, send Ukraine some missiles or whatever, and we're done. Nuclear war starts. And that means he's stuck being the president until the day he dies, and I think Kamala becomes president. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I mean anymore. There's just so much going on right now, and my head is overflowing with information about what our country's going through, what Gypsy's going through, Diddy's going through, everybody. And I tell you what, I'm going to make another video probably tomorrow night about P. Diddy because I want to get names and stuff, and I want to get things accurate because he's going to start naming some names. And all these famous people, politicians, actors, singers, rappers, whatever, everybody that's involved with your everyday stuff that you see every single day, they're all going to start falling down. But it's all for entertainment purposes only. I apologize. Well, with that, y'all, I hope you all have a great night, a good night. It's going to start getting colder. Temperatures are supposed to drop this week, so I got my heater up and running for when it starts. I hope you all have a safe winter. It's not a good winter to come, and it's not. We had a very long summer. We only get two seasons here in Arizona, summer and winter. That's all we get. And this summer's been longer than usual. Jesus, it's been longer than it's supposed to have been. So with that, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you made it the whole 16 minutes and 10 seconds. So stay you, stay strong, and don't ever change for anyone. And I love you all very much. Please, please be safe. I love you. Bye-bye.